Let's go with Gary from Sky Sports.
Thanks, Dan.
Hi, Gary.
There's some suggestion on social media that Merino has accepted some kind of injury.
Yes, very unfortunate. Yesterday he had a collision and he's got a shoulder injury, unfortunately, and it looks like he's going to be out for a few weeks.
No.
Yeah, first session with us, yeah.
That's really bad luck.
Yeah, it is, and it was really exciting. We're all very excited. Everything was looking very good, and he landed on the floor. Gabi went on top of him, and it looks like he's got a small fracture, probably.
Wow. When you say weeks?
Well, we have to see. He was in so much pain. We have to wait and see with SAF to do some more tests on that, and they would have probably more conclusive answers.
I was going to ask you whether or not you were excited by deadline day, but I guess after news like that, you're not going to be excited.
This is football. Overall, we have tried to do all the things that we wanted. There was a lot to do. Still a few hours to go, and nothing, and we are prepared.
So in our wildest dreams, there might be something before the end of today?
Let's see, it's always possible, and the last 24 hours in the transfer window, never rule anything.
In our wildest dreams, Raheem Sterling?
Now you know that I cannot talk about any player.
Because you spoke last week about your admiration for him and vice versa, how you work well together.
Yeah.
Sounds like Chelsea are offering him around. Has he been offered to Arsenal?
No, and I'm not going to be talking about this kind of thing, sorry.
Okay, well, one deal we know that has gone through, that's Aaron's gone to Southampton. Just your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, say thank you so much for what he's done for the club, for the team, for myself. So when he joined, he brought a lot of joy, he brought his charisma, his energy, and he was really good at that time. Obviously, things developed, and he had a situation that it was difficult for him, and he was insisting a lot that he is very happy when he plays, and we have tried to fulfill that desire that he had. He looked really excited and happy the other day, and he's joining a great club, a great coach. He looks really excited, so I think we are all happy for him.
I know that Neto, the Bournemouth goalkeeper at the moment, is in the building, is in the training ground because I saw him arrive. So I know you don't like talking about other teams' players, but that would be someone to come in and then they still okay.
Well, it's clear that obviously we have lost Carl as a third goalkeeper, and then we lost Aaron, so we have to replace them both.
So Neto in the building having a medical, I guess?
Sorry?
He's having a medical at the moment, isn't he?
We have to replace Aaron, and we have to replace Carl.
And what about outs?
What about you? If you are agile and mobile enough and you have the courage, it's right.
I think I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Okay, Sarah from the Premier League.
Fresh injury aside, getting in Marino and Calafiori and having improved in that left-hand side, do you think that will assist in getting the best out of Martinelli?
Well, hopefully, obviously, everything is very connected in order to, especially the wingers, the front players, to shine and to be in positions with advantages against the defender, which is the most difficult thing to do in football. You need players behind you that they give you that opportunity and put you in those situations as often as possible. And we have brought two players that are exceptional at doing that.
Can we expect some of the squad players like Nwaneri to play more and have some of an impact this season? Some of the youngsters coming?
It will depend. Certainly, they have earned now the respect and admiration of all the team, and they've done it in pre-season, and now they're going to have to earn the right to play. But they have the same chances as anybody else.
And your players have spoken about how important the meticulous analysis you do of the opponent team is for your match days. What have you made of Brighton's perfect start ahead of your match day tomorrow?
Well, we try to prepare like every manager, every team does, giving them the exact information and the relevant information that can really help us and give us value to win the game. And we have tried to do the same for tomorrow against a team that is doing really well. It's one of the games with the new coach, with the new coaching regime, and it's going to be a tough match.
Thank you.
Josh?
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
It started with 2 clean sheets so far. How pleased are you with the way that the team are defending from the front as well, all over the pitch, the way they work?
Yeah, that's been a big strength of us, the commitment and the implication of every player in every ball, in every single action. And then in those 2 games, it's true that we haven't given much away, but the ones that we have given, they were pretty clear, and our goalkeeper has made 2 big saves to keep those clean sheets. So there are certainly things to improve, but I think obviously the commitment of the team in that front is superb.
And it's an early kick-off tomorrow. In those games especially, is it important to set the tone early, to be on the front foot?
Yeah, we always want to do, and we play at home as well, and get our supporters going and create a special atmosphere, and we know how important is that kind of energy.
Is that from BBC?
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you, if you don't do any more business, would you be happy with the squad, and do you think you can achieve your aims without any more business?
I'm always happy with the squad. I think we have tremendous players, a magnificent group of human beings, and we always want to be better, and we cannot deny that. The most important thing is to try to improve our own players, and then, in terms of the numbers and the quality, can we improve in the squad? Yeah, for sure, there are margins still.
And can you talk about Eddie Nketiah? He might be leaving, we think. Can you talk about what he's delivered for the club in a similar way to Aaron Ramsdale?
Yeah, when that happens, we can talk about that.
If he leaves, do you think you have enough firepower and sort of attack? Because last season there was a bit at times in the season where people said maybe you need a striker. Do you think you can find extra goals in the sort of squad to achieve your aim?
Yeah, it's what we have. One of the biggest strengths that we had over the last 2-3 years has been the way we have shared the goals, and we're gonna to continue to do that. If we can, on top of that, you get players to score 25-30 goals on the season, then it's the perfect combination, and that's what we are trying to do.
How do you do that? How do you sort of make players score more goals than maybe they did in last seasons, which might get you?
Put them in better situations, train them more, make them hungrier on that, bring clarity to the team that we can score goals in many, many ways, and score in all the ways that we can, basically.
Nick from Haters at the back.
Hi.
If you beat Brighton tomorrow, that's 9 wins in a row. It's the first time Arsenal have done that since the 2004 Invincible season. Shows how difficult it is to win that many games and the levels you're trying to reach, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, and that would show unbelievable consistency. It's already difficult to do what we've done, but we want to be better, and tomorrow we're going to have to really earn it because we're going to face a really good Brighton side.
Just ask one more quick question about Leandro Trossard, whether he starts on the bench or starts from the start. He's made an incredible contribution since you signed him, and he's playing against his former club. Can you just talk about how big an impact he's made since he came?
Yeah, huge. Again, and not only starting from the bench, when he has started games, big games, and last season, if you look, especially the last quarter of the season, the amount of run-on games that he had, it was huge, and he's been really consistent with his threat on goal, with his capacity to create situations and especially big chances, and then without the ball, what he's doing. And I'm really, really pleased with him.
Kaya?
Okay, I just wondered if there was an update on Gabriel Jesus, because obviously he was out last week and said that MRI scan since Villa, so how is he?
He's progressing really well. He had a little muscle injury, and he's doing quite a lot of stuff already, so we expect him to be with us pretty soon.
So it's not a contention for tomorrow's game?
Sorry? No.
And I know you spoke last season about how at the back you didn't have many numbers, and maybe you got a bit lucky in the sense that Gabriel, Saliba and Ben White were fit.
Yeah.
It does look as if you're going to have similarly sort of smaller numbers up top. Does it feel like a risk going into the season with such a small pool of players? I know you said you're happy with the players you've got, but obviously the Champions League draw was yesterday, there's going to be more games than before, it's more intense. Is it a bit of a risk? We know about the depth of the squad, and it's something that we cannot change dramatically in 1 or 2 seasons. It's something that we are constantly trying to build the numbers, build the robustness of the squad as well, which is something critical, and on top of that, bring more quality. And we are trying to bring some quality as well from our academy that looks like it's happening, and that's going to be very, very helpful. And trust the players that we have, and do the maximum that we can with the squad.
Simon?
Okay, can I just ask one on Tomiyasu, who we've not seen yet? Has he still got sort of weeks to go until he's back, or are we talking months? Like, how long do you think he's going to be out for?
At the moment, it's difficult to say. It's a bit slow, the process of the first phase of that injury. Probably for the medical team to say more on that.
Has he done any sort of training or anything, or was he just working?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, James.
Hi, Mikel. Obviously, everyone's talking about transfers today, but And there are some teams that seem to be sort of scrambling a little bit at the end of the window. But do you feel in these final few hours you're sort of fairly comfortable in that you can look at it if there's an opportunity arises, great. If not, you're sort of comfortable?
I wouldn't use comfortable word in the last hours of the transfer window in this league, but that we've done a lot of the things that we wanted to do, and still a few hours, and let's see.
Would you, sort of in general, would you rather the window closed before the season starts?
Yes, ideally, yes. If that happens in the rest of Europe, I think that would be very helpful for everybody.
Why?
Well, because we are already competing, and the fact that other windows are still open obviously creates a lot of uncertainty on the players and the clubs and the managers to understand exactly what you need to do and when. But I don't know, my opinion.
Okay, we'll now move to 10:30 to 9.